You're listening to The Marketing Funnel Show, episode number 4. Don't be fooled by crazy hype out there. A marketing funnel is not any of the 3 things we're talking about today. Welcome to The Marketing Funnel Show. I'm your host, Michelle Evans, and this is the podcast for coaches, experts, and online business owners to learn how to go from simply surviving to sold out using the power of marketing funnels. All right, let's jump into today's show. Hey, welcome. It's Michelle here, and I am really excited today because it is sunny here in the Seattle area. I'm actually in Woodinville, Washington, which, fun fact, there's over 100 winery tasting rooms here in Woodinville, not to mention a whole bunch of other distilleries and all sorts of stuff. I don't know why they're all here, but it's a really fun place to live. Anyway, today we are going to be diving into, breaking apart some crazy ideas out there, the crazy hype about marketing funnels. And this is stuff that I hear from people all the time. When they hear that I do marketing funnels, I hear, I'm scared of marketing funnels, or I don't believe in marketing funnels because of these 3 big things. And we're going to talk about why a marketing funnel is not these 3 things and what they are instead. So, welcome. I'm glad you're here. So here's the deal. I have yet to talk to a coach, a consultant, a creative, a designer, a writer, an online business owner who doesn't want a more predictable recipe to grow sales. So a way to consistently bring people in the door, a way to turn them into clients without having to be on the phone all the time. And let me tell you, getting clients in your door is not about doing everything there is to do out there. In my experience, most business owners fall into a trap of believing that some magical marketing activity will be the thing to explode their business. So they try everything, right? And I've done this too. So when I put us into the bucket, I'm right there swimming along with you. So we try things like blogging, guest blogging, Facebook ads, doing challenges, speaking, doing webinars, doing tons and tons of social media, Facebook lives, videos, and you name it. And then we mix in a free lead magnet or 2. But after all of that, it's nothing but disappointing results. I talked to somebody not very long ago who consistently, day in and day out for more than 6 months, was spending 4 to 6 hours a day in Facebook groups, being helpful, giving advice, connecting with people. And she was so frustrated because she felt like her butt was glued to her chair, and all she was doing was letting everyone and their brother pick her mind for free, and it was not turning into business. And I get that. I get feeling like you're pouring everything into connecting with people and nothing is coming back. And that's why I'm so passionate about marketing funnels, honestly. Because when you do that, when you pour your heart, your soul, all of your gray matter into other people, and it doesn't result in new clients or sales, you can't pay your bills, you can't enjoy your business, you can't hire help, you can't actually have as big of an impact on people as you want because your butt is glued to your chair, giving everything away for free, and it's just not working, right? And I have been there. I have done that. I know exactly what it feels like and how frustrating it is. Because when we choose random marketing activities, it's a little like opening your pantry and just swiping a bunch of ingredients into your arms with your eyes closed, and then trying to turn around and create a 5-star meal by just throwing everything into a bowl and hoping for the best. That is kind of a recipe for how I approach marketing when I first started my business, because I didn't have a good strategic plan for how I was going to get out there, how I was going to connect with people, how I was going to bring people closer to me. Like I just thought that just by doing things and being visible, I'd get clients. That's just not going to happen. There's too much noise out there. There's too many things going on in people's heads. There's too many question marks. Like there's just a lot of stuff. So instead of dabbling in a bit of this and a dash of that, like, just trying to throw together a 5-star meal from a bunch of canned goods, your strategic marketing funnel actually gives you a framework and a strategy and a proven recipe to grow your business automatically. But often when I talk about marketing funnels, I have heard everything under the sun, but really it boils down to people are a bit scared because they think that marketing funnels are one of these 3 things. So let's just dive into what those 3 things are. So thing number 1, I hear people say things like, funnels are super manipulative. So I go back, I had somebody go, I just feel like funnels are those cheesy late night infomercials where they get you all hyped. They give you all these like pictures of what life could be like. And then they're like showing you, look, it's only this amount of money, but wait, there's more. But wait, there's more, like over and over. We've all seen them, those late night infomercials, peddling everything from real estate riches with no money down. I don't know, knives that are going to make you the best cook ever. Oh yeah, and that pot where you could steam things or cook things, and they would show you how you could cook like a chicken and a cake and all these things. Yeah, there's just so many infomercials out there, right? And people are like, hey, those are super manipulative because they're forcing people to buy something they don't want or need. And I'm just going to tell you, I feel like people watch those infomercials because they want sort of that escape or edutainment. I mean, the whole, what's it called? That channel where you can just watch things. Clearly, I'm not a fan, but QVC or the Home Shopping Network, people sit there all day long and all they do is watch pitch after pitch after pitch after pitch. So clearly, there are people who love that kind of stuff and they get kind of a high out of going through that buying process. But that's not what funnels are, or at least not the kind of marketing funnels that I do. Instead, I feel like marketing funnels need to be really engaging. So they need to be based on a question or a problem or a concern that your audience already has running through their heads. You're not gonna come up with some I don't know, I since I don't know specifically what your audience is, but let's say you were like a nutrition coach, right? You're not gonna suddenly come up with some crazy off the wall thing and start shoving it down people's throats. You're going to come up with offers and funnels and things to sell that are really based on helping your audience, helping your people. So that's not manipulative. But what funnels do need to do is they need to hook you. And that's a lot of times where people go wrong, is that they're not kind of in their buyers' heads. And there are a lot of ways to get into buyers' heads, and they don't have to be really hard, but it has nothing to do with a client avatar or a customer avatar worksheet, I can tell you that. What it does have to do with is getting really, really clear on what those questions are that people are asking and how you can position your marketing so that they're like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I've been looking for. So for me, for example, for probably 2 years, I've been searching for someone who specializes in healthy eating with really uber picky children. Because I want to have healthy meals in my house, but my kids will eat pizza, hot dogs, chicken nuggets, and macaroni and cheese, and that's about it. And so I've been looking for somebody who understands really picky children, kids who, it's like a battle every single meal time to get them to eat something. and how I can start to integrate them into maybe meal planning or meal preparation, and how we can introduce more things in a way that's palatable to them. I have yet to find that person. So if you know that person, I would love to hear about them. But regardless, if somebody new, maybe it's just not a big enough market, maybe I'm just an outlier. So people don't want to offer it because there aren't enough people. But if you can get into the minds of your client, if somebody had an ad or a blog post or a podcast episode about how to get picky eaters to try one new thing a week or something, you had better believe I would be running and throwing my money at them, just to try to figure out, okay, what does that mean? How can I do that? And that's what you want for your audience too. You want to know, what are those things that are going on in their mind? What are they up at night Googling, trying to find an answer to? And how can you get in front of them and bring them closer to you? That's a good marketing funnel. That's not manipulative at all. That's meeting them where they're at and helping them to see that you have a solution for them. Okay, the second thing that I hear from people all the time is that they feel like marketing funnels are way crazy, techie, complicated. Like you have to be some computer science expert to be able to do them. And I gotta be honest with you, just a few years, that was pretty true. My first funnel that I launched was really, really hard. I had to design and map the funnel out from scratch, which took a long time. I'm not very techie, so I was trying to figure it out and what are all the tools that I need? How do they all work together? That alone took me probably 3 weeks of time. Not to mention trying to design it and map it out and what needs to be in here. Then I'd have to hire a graphic designer because I absolutely am terrible at graphic design. Then I'd have to hire a web designer to help me because I could never get all my tools to work together, and I just would get mad and give up. And then I'd need to work with somebody who was some analytics expert to help me really figure out what I was looking at. And then I'd need to hire somebody to help me with the copy because I didn't always know even what I was supposed to put in there. And then, I'd launch the product or program or service and I'd dump a whole bunch of Facebook ads into it. That was usually my web analytics expert would help me with that part. And then I'd have to start over from scratch every single time I wanted to launch a new funnel. And every funnel would cost me at least $12,000, if not more, plus around 4 to 6 weeks of implementation time, if not more, depending on when I could get all those people in there. And then I'd be crossing my fingers and hoping it would work, which felt like a huge gamble to me. And so I only did a couple of them because I was I don't have that kind of money just hanging around. But now I use ClickFunnels. And if you haven't used ClickFunnels, I really encourage you to check it out because it makes the whole thing so easy. In fact, if you take my funnel quiz to find out what the perfect funnel is for you, I'll share the funnel design with you and you can install it into a ClickFunnels account in just 3 clicks. So if you already have a ClickFunnels account, you know how to do this. It'll take you actually just 1 click. If you don't have a ClickFunnels account, you can get a free 14-day trial and try it out. And you can just put this funnel that I've already designed to you right in there and then just change your colors and headlines and you're off to the races. But all the stuff is right there. So it is so easy now that even somebody who's really terrible with technology can do this all by myself and I can get it to work and it's great. And when you take my funnel quiz, I even give you a quick video tutorial on how to change the colors, how to change the logo, all that stuff. So you don't even have to figure it out. You can just go step by step through that. So that thing is down. It doesn't have to be techie anymore, and it certainly doesn't have to be complicated. They can be super straightforward and easy. Then the third thing that I hear from people is I haven't heard as much as I've seen people use their funnel as a license to lie. And they lie about things like pretend scarcity, like, oh, there's only 25 spots left. But if you go back a month from now, oh, there's 25 spots left. It's like, really? We're not dumb. They have pretend deadlines, so they might have a countdown timer on there like this, maybe even with flashing lights, like this deal is only good for the next 10 minutes and it's counting down, right? But if you refresh the page or you come back later, you get the same thing. This deal's only available for the next 10 minutes. That's just lying. That's not an integrity. That's not a good way to do it. Or they have fake results or fake testimonials or other lies and nonsense. Like, I've seen a lot of stuff as I've looked around at people out there. And I just have to say, a funnel is not a license to just lie and make stuff up. It is a good place to genuinely connect with people, to genuinely engage and maybe even edutain your people so that they actually want what you have to offer. They get to know you a bit. They feel comfortable and confident in you. A funnel is the warm-up. It's like the woo phase that many people want and need before deciding to part with their hard-earned money and pay you. So, the thing is that there are ways to do scarcity. There are ways to have deadlines that are really in integrity. So you can use things like deadline funnels or other tools that are out there that give people a special link for only a set amount of time. And after that time, that special expires. So that is a way to do that if you want to do evergreen funnels. But I really hate the ones where it's just flat out pretend, just gimmicky stuff to try to get people to buy. That is just not a good way to engage your audience and build trust and build a long-term business. So there you have it. Those are the 3 things that funnels are not. Now, I could have probably given you about 85 things that funnels are not, but those are the big 3 that I see a lot and that I hear from people a lot. And I just encourage you, if you haven't already, pop on over and to today's show notes. So today's show notes are going to be at themarketingfunnelshow.com/4, and that's the number 4. And take the quiz to find out which funnel is right for you. In less than 5 minutes, you'll know exactly which funnel is right for you, and you'll be able to put it into your ClickFunnels account in just 1 or 3 clicks, depending on if you have an account already or not. And if you don't have an account, you can actually get a 14-day free trial as well. So it's a really, really great way to just knock out a lot of these things. So you can say, hey, even Michelle, who's not techie, can do this. Even you, if you feel like you're not techie, you can totally do this. And then you'll get some training with that as well. Because once you discover the power in marketing funnels to warm up your audience, to connect with them, to become that trusted person that they really do want to do business with, you will wonder why you ever wasted time just randomly doing other marketing things. I know I have. And instead, you'll know exactly how to build your tribe of buyers, how to build your business and consistently have those new clients coming in the door. Okay, last thing here is I need to ask you to please help spread this free, valuable podcast to more people just like you. So if this episode or this podcast is valuable to you, will you take 3 minutes and subscribe, rate, and leave a comment on the podcast in iTunes? And then just share the podcast with just one person who could use it. Your voice helps tremendously in showing iTunes that this podcast is worth ranking and not burying in the deep depths of the iTunes podcast dungeon where all podcasts go to wither away and die. And because when you subscribe, when you rate it, and when you review it, it helps other people find it, which is awesome because I want to get this information out to more and more people so that you can all discover how incredible even the simplest marketing funnel can be for your business, to capture those strangers, warm them up, give them value, and help turn them into buyers. And here's the deal. When you do subscribe, rate, and review the episode, take a screenshot and email it to me at Michelle, Michelle, at michellelevans.com for your free gift. So for everyone who takes, just 3 minutes to subscribe, rate, and review, I'm giving away my mini course, The 1 Second Marketing Hook. And once I get 50 reviews, I'll do a drawing from everyone who emails me. So you'll all get the one second marketing hook, and from everybody who gets that, you'll also be entered into a drawing for a free 60-minute strategy session with me, which is normally at least $997. And we'll dive into your funnel. I'll dive into anything you want to talk about on that session. So it's a win-win-win all around. So head on over to your iTunes app on your phone and leave a quick rating, review, and subscribe to the show, and then let me know for your free gift, because I want to make sure that it gets in your hands. All right, I will see you on the next episode.